You almost have to feel bad for Alvin Bragg. You know, he realized that there was no case for the Stormy Daniels hush money misdemeanor garbage. Cyrus Vance, the DA before him, he didn't see a case there, and Bragg didn't see a case. But when Donald Trump decided to run for president and Biden hotshot lawyer Colangelo left one of the most senior Justice Department posts you can get to become a lowly city prosecutor in a city that doesn't actually prosecute crimes, everything changed. Bragg, he knew where this was going to go. He tried to tell him. He tried to tell him. I would love to see the internal communications because he tried to tell him. And now he's not even in the courtroom as witness after witness after witness just keeps collapsing in favor of the defense. And now it sounds like their next disaster is going to be Michael Avenatti, who reports say is going to testify tomorrow, Monday, May 13th.
Daniel's testimony from reporting in the room, I think it's going to be fascinating, just from, body language, how they react to seeing each other, being in that room. You can't prep for that.
There are glimmers. We've seen glimmers of this phenomenon I'm about to describe in earlier witnesses, where on direct, where it's a friendly questioner, it's much easier on the witness, and the questions are open-ended, and the person can narrate unless the judge cuts them off. Cross-examination happens with leading questions that are often hostile, maybe even combative and contentious, and particularly for a witness that is known for getting a little bit hot under the collar, that could be a real vulnerability for Cohen in the
Here's what makes
prosecution.
Michael Cohen so unusual, so unique. I've never seen a witness with bigger credibility problems than Michael Cohen. I've definitely seen witnesses. I've definitely used witnesses who've done way worse things than Michael Cohen. But I've never seen a witness who's lied to Congress, who's lied in court, who's lied to the IRS, who's lied to the Southern District of New York, who lied to his banker. The entire prosecution witness team has been lied to by Michael Cohen. But, as Audie pointed out, he has a kind of good narrative as to, I've turned a page now. I am what I am. I'm an open book. I lied my face off every day when I was with Donald Trump. I've come clean since. It's not quite exactly accurate. He's continued to lie since. but it's a plausible narrative for the jury as to why you should believe this former liar now.
You can see it's a narrative that people would want to believe. I wonder, though, and we've seen some of the testimony set up late this week for Michael Cohen, which is this February meeting at the White House that Madeleine Westerhout, the gatekeeper at the White House, set up between him and Donald Trump. No doubt Cohen's going to explain what that meeting was about. Yeah. What would be kind of like the smoking gun sort of thing that he might testify to?
Right. Well, nothing coming out of Michael Cohen's mouth will be a smoking gun because it will be subject to cross-examination and undermining. But, yeah, that meeting is going to be key because, let's be clear, it's not a crime to pay hush money, not a crime to...
You got to hand it to Ellie Honig, man. I do not know how this guy is still on CNN. I can't imagine it's comfortable for someone who can still form their own thoughts to even spend any time in that building. But he does it. I mean, God bless the guy. And he's right. He's right about all this. I mean, just think about where this case is at. It's an 8-year-old expired misdemeanor that the state can't prove. They married it to another misdemeanor, another expired misdemeanor that they say they don't have to prove, in order to stack 34 individual felonies against a first-time 74-year-old offender, and they never offered a plea agreement. And the entire thing, every single bit of this case, is built on the back of a guy who is a known liar. He admitted to lying. I mean, he actually said that when he took his plea agreement admitting to lying, that he was actually lying then. And now he's lying about lying that actually sent him to jail. I mean, the guy has literally gone to jail for lying. And now the state of New York has built a case against a political candidate based on the word of a guy who can only be referred to as Mr. Reasonable Doubt himself. And the amazing thing, man, trained liberals clap and just cheer like circus animals as they watch it. I mean, we live in crazy, crazy times, man. But that's just my take, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.